Hello and welcome to Achilles Legends Untold. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. Highly recommended to check it out right now because there is an open beta currently available. It's basically like a playtest, and you can provide your feedback to the developers, and maybe they'll do something about whatever you, whatever you reported to them. Anyway, I'd also recommend, if you're a big fan of this game, to add it to your wishlist. I think it looks really good at the moment. I've played about 20 minutes of it before, diving into this video, and we're going to start a new game. There we go. Let's do it. So basically, this is kind of like a Souls-like, okay? So basically, we are going to have stamina. We're going to have the ability to dodge, we're going to have the ability to block, and we will, of course, have the ability to level up and rest at shrines. Shrines of Hades is what they're called. And if you are a big fan of the backdrop and the setting, then you're going to have a wonderful time here. Now, the difference between this and a game like Dark Souls, for example, is that you don't have a replenishable flask, as in Estus Flask. You don't have one of those. You have healing potions, so it's more of a finite resource. So it's a bit more punishing in that aspect. And yeah, I'm using a keyboard at the moment. I think you can. I would assume that you can probably use a controller, and it's probably better to use a controller, to be honest. But the keyboard controls are actually surprisingly good. Usually in these kinds of games, I'm gonna 100% use a controller, but I currently don't have access to one of those, so yeah. Anyway, this is what we can currently do. We have the ability to quick attack, strong attack. You also have combinations as well, so when you attack like this, you can add combos to it. So for example, if I were to left click, right click, then you get a combo with that. I personally have found that the combat is very well done because it is a case of very deliberate, very patient, very thoughtful action, but when you need to act, the action is very fast. So you're going to need to be careful on that. Middle mouse is a target lock, as you can see right there. There we go. This guy's attacking, and I'm just going to do a little bit of damage to him, and then I'm going to dodge away. And basically, you just got to do that. That is the primary method of defeating enemies. As I say, I've kind of been playing. It says 20 minutes on Steam, but I kind of feel like I've played for longer. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I actually really like this game. I really do. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, this guy knows what's up. Okay, let's dodge away. Thank you. Let's take out that guy, or not take him out, but do some damage to him. And there we go. He's doing a little bit of more. Oh, okay. He might actually kill me at this point. Okay, he's dead. He lost an arm. Very nice. And now I've got to murder this guy, if I can. There we go. Okay, so now let's just take a little bit of a drink right there. I think I'm probably going to take 2 drinks. I would never have expected the second enemies that I encounter ever to be able to almost kill me. But that's the kind of game this is. You can basically die from anything. Yeah, you can die from anything. Even if it is the lowest level enemy that you've ever encountered, they have the ability to kill you if you make a mistake, or if you decide, oh, you know what, I'm just going to lower my guard, or I'm not going to dodge, or whatever. And personally, I really like the fact that you can block so easily as well. Blocking is left control, by the way, so I'm basically just going to bait out this guy's attack. As you can see, he actually went for a heavy attack, and that allowed me to get an opening and swing around behind him, which was actually really good. And look at that, he's actually going for a full combo right there. That's a mistake, sir. That was a huge mistake, and now he's taken massive damage, and now I will hopefully be able to defeat him. There we are. Now, the one thing I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of so far, okay? This is a very minor thing, but personally, I don't really like the fact that the bodies are disappearing after you slay them. I'm not sure if they're going for some kind of fantasy thing. I think they probably are, because this is much more of a fantasy setting rather than a realistic historical representation, as you will see in just a moment. But it's very much a fantasy, mythological sort of experience. And yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Massive Scorpion. Hello. Massive Scorpion. I will try to do some damage to you. And let's be Yeah, that's what I was talking about. We've got to be kind of careful about that. Let me actually just take a small drink because we really do not want to die against this. Ow. Yeah, see now, that's also what I'm talking about. You cannot get greedy. Generally, I am getting super greedy here. Most of the time, I am not as patient as I should be, and the game is punishing me for that, you know? I should literally just be a little bit more careful. As you can see, look at that. He's got a ground stomp sort of thing, and he's got a double pincer attack. He's also got tail attacks, and as you might expect, they are going to be very damaging. Now, I only have one health potion remaining, so this is probably not going to be good if I decide to get murdered. I dodged. Oh, I dodged. Okay, there we go, and we took him down. Okay, so I did get hit on the last one there, but that's okay, because we are, I believe, going to now have a chest, and that's going to give me some, I think it's going to give me one health potion or something like that. It's going to give me one health potion and something else, I think. Oh, it actually gave me 3 healing potions. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I was not expecting them to be so generous, but I suppose the Scorpion is a pretty difficult enemy. This is obviously a side quest. You don't necessarily need to do it if you feel like you can't handle it or you just don't really care about doing it. Anyway, I'm going to just take a drink, get back to full HP. And I think we're going to be reaching the first shrine of Hades quite soon, and the first shrine is going to enable me to level up. And in Dark Souls fashion, you're going to have the ability to level up a wide variety of different statistics, for example, vitality, strength, agility, and so on and so forth. Anyway, as you can see, this is how you guard. You press left control on the keyboard at the very least, and you can see here standard guarding, blocking sort of things going on with it. And yeah, we're going to fight this guy. Let's see if we can deal with him. Okay, that was a huge mistake on this guy's part. I'm perfectly happy with that, though. Nice. So now, as I say, I was a lot worse when I first started playing the game. Let's face it, you know, a little bit of practice never hurt anyone. But generally, I was taken unawares quite a few times by the enemy using attacks that I would not have expected. So some of the time, they can surprise you very easily. And even so, even though I've already gone through most of this in the first 20 minutes or so, I am still getting caught unawares. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Now, there's one thing that I'm not a big fan of in regards to this section of the game, and this is a very minor gripe. This is very, very minor, something that is probably not even worth me mentioning, but this camera angle right here, okay? This camera angle. So obviously they want to give you the cinematic view in the sort of background here, you know, with all the catapults raining down fire and the soldiers fighting on the wall over there. And fire arrows raining down and all that wonderful stuff, right? That's very cool, very cinematic. However, I'm going to be attacked in a second by 2 enemies. Yeah, as you can see. And my natural instinct is to move back. Okay, so now my natural instinct is to move back because, of course, I am being attacked. And what am I going to do but move back, and then the camera is going to lower itself again to give me that cinematic view, but now I'm kind of unable to see what is actually going on with the combat because the foliage in the foreground here is kind of blocking my view a little bit. So you do have to move forward here, but I would probably hope that they change that so that the cinematic camera angle only happens the one time, because if you do end up going back there to fight, then obviously that's, you know, it's probably a little bit inconvenient. But that's just my own personal preference right there. I personally don't have a problem with it because obviously I'm not too bad at the game. I think I'm okay, but generally the first time I played, I thought to myself, wow, okay, this is going to make things much more difficult than it would otherwise be. Anyway, here we go. The Shrine of Hades. Resting at the shrine will restore your strength and remove any negative status except for a curse. It will fill your quick items bar if you have any stored. But beware, once you rest or are resurrected, many enemies will rise from the dead, and you will be revived at the last shrine you've rested at. So very much a case of a bonfire in this case. Now, personally, I actually really like this game so far, and as I say, I've only played it for a very short amount of time, but personally, I'm very much enjoying it because it is kind of like a perfect mix of everything. It's kind of action RPG, but it's also Souls-like, and I like that because a Souls-like generally is very... it's very different in the way that it does things, but an action RPG is something that very much speaks to me because I just very much enjoy action RPGs. Anyway, big healing potion. I would like to be able to equip this. Can I equip this somehow? How do I equip it? Ah, here we go. There we are. So you just have to click on your bar right here, and you can see here that we're actually receiving apparently souls. Okay, I think a rename might be good there, but okay, that's just my personal opinion. And yeah, we're currently using a hoplite sword and a shield of Thetis, or Thetis, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Thetis probably, right? Anyway, as you can see right here, we have now the ability to take a look at some skills. And you can see here, where is the first one that I can unlock? Ooh, that's pretty cool. Wait a minute, look at this. What is that? This is in the control tree. Hold left alt to ready your throw and press left mouse button to throw your shield. Wow, now that's actually kind of cool. I think the only unfortunate thing about that is that it only does 50 damage. I mean, according to the little video there. I'm not entirely sure if I really like that, but there are some really cool things to be had here as well. You can see here soul drain, for example. Stand behind an unsuspecting enemy and press F to absorb a part of their soul and deal damage. Yeah, some of this is obviously really, really good. There's also this. This is kind of like a parry. So press left control just before taking a hit to deflect it and throw the enemy off balance. That could be very useful too. Anyway, you have a wide variety of other things that you can spec into, as you can see right here. So you have vitality. Obviously, you can increase the amount of HP that you can have. And you also have a variety of other things. So additional combos, endurance, all that stuff. And increased chance of looting items from defeated enemies. More strength, and so on. So I'm actually thinking we're probably going to go for... should I literally just level up control or something? I mean, it seems like I... yeah, maybe we'll level up something like that. Anyway, let's just interact with the shrine for the moment. I obviously wanted to just equip the big healing potion, but there you go. There is a fast travel system in the shrines itself, and we're also going to go now into the skill tree. So here you go. This obviously has a cost associated with it. I'm probably going to be speccing into strength to begin with, because I would like to be able to do more damage, because obviously more damage equals, well, easier times. And I'm probably going to do another one in strength as well. But there's, as I say, a lot of character variation here. I'm actually wondering... Well, I can assume that there's going to be more as time goes on. As you can see, there are more depictions of various animals and things in the night sky. And no doubt they are going to be adding additional skills. Bear in mind, this is just a preview of the game, and it is not a finished product by any means. You know, all that standard stuff. Anyway, we're going to go out of here, and then we're going to rest. There we go. Fantastic. Alright, so enemies are going to have respawned, but I don't think we really need to worry too much about that. Is the healing potion actually replenishable? I'm actually not entirely sure about that. I thought it was finite, because you can actually pick up more, but maybe 5 is the maximum that you can get, and maybe I don't know. I haven't actually rested at a shrine before. Hilariously enough, I did not do that before when I was playing this. I could say now that I was so good that I took no damage. No, that's actually not true. But generally, I just didn't want enemies respawning, so I basically just didn't rest, and I just continued onward, and then I started fighting some rather gruesome enemies later down the line. And now it's boss time. Alright, so it's Hector. Yeah, Hector. And I'm now getting hit by the wonderful archers. Oh yeah, let me see if I can get away from this guy. Okay, so we're just going to lock onto him and we'll see what we can do. Oh no. Okay, so generally the best way that you can beat this guy... Oh no, really? Again? he really uses that way too much in my opinion, but oh well. There we go. Okay, yeah, so the best thing that we can do is basically just try to bait out his attack. So just get him to attack us right there. Try and dodge. And then go in for a flurry of attacks, and then just try to move back away from him after that. That's pretty much sort of like the rinse and repeat thing that you have to do. Oh, I actually hit him in the back right there. We got a good amount of damage on him. Ah! I almost got killed by the archers. Thankfully, I didn't. Nice. That was some good damage. I like it.
Try!
Whew, okay, we got him. Okay, so the first time that I did this, I actually killed him, but I'm going to spare him this time because I want to see what happens. Okay. Ah, oh, interesting. Okay, so dependent on what you do, by the looks of things, it changes what item you get from the battle. So, for example, I have now gained the shield of Hector. So you can see here, look at how much better this is. This is actually crazy how much better this is. Now, I would have gained, I believe, a polearm of some kind if I had decided to kill him. So, yeah, that's actually, that's pretty cool because I'm pretty happy with the new shield then. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. All right, so let's move on. I think we have to go this way, don't we? Yeah, we have to go this way. There we are. Okay, yeah, I think it's kind of weird that he just stands there instead of like running away or whatever. But yeah, obviously this is still a work in progress. Got to remember that. Nice. We got some good damage on that guy initially. Let's see if we can do some more. There we go. Not too bad. Just gonna continue healing myself real quick. Oh yeah, also, I think the exploration elements are pretty cool at the moment. Most of the time, if you happen to find a side quest, they're really quite fun to participate in. Like, for example, that big scorpion. But I haven't really encountered too much else. I think there is one coming up. And we're gonna just walk through here. We're gonna... Well, not walk through here, but we're going to scurry through here. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, isn't it? So hopefully we'll be able to get through without too many difficulties. Seems like Achilles is having a wonderful time. Oh yes, this is all very fun for him. I was surprised his helmet could actually fit all the way through there, to be honest. Anyway, there we go. Yes, and sprinting, if you hold down spacebar, then you can literally sprint. Aha, yes, this is the other side quest. Okay, so now, me personally, I really love doing side quests. Obviously, if you don't, then you obviously don't have to do that if you play the game. This is completely free, by the way, so you can download it right away and you can play because it is just a playtest. But yeah, we are now fighting skeletons, if you couldn't tell. And in my opinion, I feel like the skeletons have a really cool moveset. I don't know whether it's just me, whether I like fighting non-human enemies, but generally I like fighting skeletons and various other undead units quite often. But there we go, we got a chest. So let's actually have a look. What's in there? What is actually in there? Did we just gain 20 souls or something like that? Yeah, I think we just gained 20 souls. Yeah, so as you can see, no rest for the dead. Explore the old ruins. And look at this, we've got some undead coming up here. They literally just creeped up on us right now. That's not very nice of them, is it? Maybe we can do some damage. There we go. They die in 2 hits, by the way, so if you've increased your strength like I have, then you're probably going to have a reasonable time defeating them. But you can see here that they basically appear out of nowhere, or technically they are lying on the ground and they come alive when you walk past. And there are some of them that actually have armor on and shields, and there are some that actually rush at you, like that guy right there. Did you see that? That guy literally rushed in and tried to attack us with a flurry of attacks. I believe he has a triple attack that he is capable of using. Now, you may have noticed, I'm not using the lock-on, right? Yeah, I'm actually not using the lock-on system in this area. Personally, I find the lock-on system when there are multiple enemies to be more of a hindrance than it is a benefit. And this is the same in every other Souls-like that has 3D movement as well, for me specifically, because I personally find the added bonus of having mobility so much more important than having accuracy with attacks. Bear in mind that the accuracy of attacks in this game, I have had no issues. No issues whatsoever with being accurate. Everything seems to hit when I want it to hit, and the same thing with the enemies. We should run away. The same thing with the enemies, yes indeed. Okay, let's just take a big potion. There we go. Yeah, these guys mean business. These guys really do mean business. But yeah, as I say, the accuracy of attacks, even without locking on, is no big deal whatsoever. The accuracy is really, really good, no matter what. So you really don't have to worry about that. So if you prefer not to lock on, then you don't have to. It's not a necessity. But I would definitely say if you're up against one enemy or, you know, a boss, then you probably want to lock on. But I think you could probably fight, for example, Hector without having to lock on. It really just depends on your own personal preference, but I just thought I'd mention it nevertheless, because as you can see, I'm not locking on. And if you mention that in the comments, then, well, now you know. Now you know why I am not locking on, because I just generally prefer it when there are so many enemies surrounding you. Anyway, there we go. We have defeated all of the skeletons. There's also a Shrine of Hades here, as you can tell, and I suppose we might as well restore it and indeed rest up. I'm going to go to the skill tree first, though, because I would like to increase my HP a little bit more, or I could increase my strength more. What do you think I should do? I think I might just increase my strength some more. At the moment, there's just passive bonuses, so it's really not anything too amazing. But I can assume that those are just placeholders and they're going to be changed as time goes on. I'm going to rest here. And we're going to get all the enemies respawning, no doubt. Are they? I don't see any. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Ah, there we go, there we go. There are some more. Okay, so we can just deal with these guys without too many issues now. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So there are some more skeletons up there as well, but I don't really need to do anything with them. So I'm basically just going to deal with this guy, and then I'll continue to move downward, because the whole objective, of course, is to explore the old ruins, not to kill these guys over and over. Ow. Of course I would get hit by the third strike. Well, that's a lot of enemies, isn't it? Yep, let me just take them all down. There we go. Ah, got hit. Yeah, I got hit on the way. I don't know whether you can see that, but there seems to be a debuff these skeletons apply. I think it's an anti-healing debuff. I'm not entirely sure on that. I haven't tried out using a healing potion at the same time, because generally I don't really want to waste one, obviously. But I can assume that maybe it is indeed anti-healing, because obviously these guys are undead, so they might do some kind of anti-healing status effect or whatever. But yeah, that's kind of interesting, actually, because that basically means, oh, you know what? If you get hit, you're going to have to be careful. You're going to have to be even more thoughtful than normal, because you can't heal straight away after getting hit by one of them. So obviously that makes a pretty significant difference to your overall thought process. I'm dead. Yeah, and that is also something that has never happened. Yes, that has never happened to me so far in this game, but there you go. We did get murdered. We got absolutely murdered, which is to be expected, of course, because, well, I mean, I got murdered by many, many skeletons using all kinds of wonderful combo attacks. But that's the point. I actually don't mind that. And bear in mind, we lost all our souls as well, by the way, so I'm going to have to go back there. Personally, I'd like to see souls as a resource being renamed to something else, because I think that, I mean, obviously no offense here, but obviously that's very, very similar to Dark Souls and Demon Souls, all that stuff. So it might be a good idea to rename it, just generally, for my own personal perspective. That's obviously, you know, up to the developers, not really up to me, obviously. Anyway, I'm gonna move over here, see if I can maybe get my souls back. Do I need to interact? No, I don't need to interact or anything like that, but there you go. Okay, so we got them back. That's fantastic. Let me see if I can just avoid getting murdered by all of these triple comboing skeletons. Now bear in mind that they're super easy to kill, by the way. I mean, I don't know whether you noticed, but they die in 2 hits very, very quickly. However, they are super damaging, very aggressive, which is of course their purpose, because they have a number of defensive units as well, these other guys. Of course it would hit me at the end. Yes, wonderful. Isn't it? Yes, every single time you go, oh yes, I can just finish it off with one more attack, and then boom, it hits you. Yes, that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so we're gonna, yeah, take that guy down, thank you. And now we only have defensive units to actually finish off. That's maybe not fine. Okay, so it actually, no, never mind. It is not an anti-healing debuff. I'm actually not sure what that that icon indicates then, because as far as I'm aware, it shows like a sort of potion-esque sort of flask thing on the screen with like an X on it. So I thought to myself, oh yeah, that's definitely anti-healing or something like that. But no, it seems like it's something completely different. Not entirely sure what. Ow. Okay. Maybe it... Does it reduce the amount of heat? Yes, it reduces... Does it? I'm actually not entirely sure, to be honest. Does it reduce the amount of healing I take? I can't really tell. Oh well, never mind. Let's just kill these guys off. And what is this? I have no idea. A Feast of Souls. Okay, so that's probably going to be a usable item that gives us slightly more souls than regular amounts. And then we're going to open up the chest. What are we going to get? We got 2 healing potions and Damascus steel. I can assume that there is indeed a crafting system in the game as well. I haven't encountered that just yet, so I can assume that you're probably going to need to do that in some kind of hub town, hub area sort of place, because I obviously have not reached one of those just yet. The only thing that I've reached, of course, is the Shrine of Hades, and generally, obviously, that is just for leveling up, so that's good to know. Take them down. There we go. Oh, I'm trying to use all my stamina wisely here without, you know, getting cornered or anything like that. It seems like you can't interact with chests until you have eliminated the enemies as well. So obviously there's a bit of a protocol to go through. There we go. Yes. Thank you. Alright, not too bad. And yeah, there we go. Now we can open up that chest and we can see what is inside. Hopefully some rather wonderful items. A bronze sword. Oh, that might actually be better than what I was wearing. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. It actually gives us a very significant increase. Unfortunately, it does seem to reduce our critical damage. But do I really care? Because the critical hit chance that we have at the moment is 5%. Have you seen it happen that often? No, not really, right? Yeah, I mean, I think in this entire episode so far, I have only seen ourselves critical maybe twice? Yeah, maybe something like that. So this is definitely going to make a huge difference. Look at how much damage we're doing now. We're doing 62 instead of 39. That is a massive, massive increase. And you can see how easy these enemies are dying now. The defensive ones I'm talking about here, obviously, but not the regular ones, because the regular ones die easily no matter what. But look at that. We are slicing through them like butter now. That's fantastic. There we go. Yes. Thank you. Okay, that is exactly what I wanted. Very, very nice indeed. So that means that every single enemy now has to watch out because we're doing so much more damage. What is that? There's a portal right there. Also, personally, I would really love to be able to break these barrels, but that is obviously not available at the moment. I've tried that multiple times. Oh, here we go, into the forge. Okay, this might very well be the place where you can craft.
Welcome to my forge. So, don't just stand there with that stupid look on your face. What do you need?
Well, what do I need, sir? What do I need? Well, I need the store, of course, you absolute imbecile. Well, he insulted me first, so I'm going to call him an imbecile now. Anyway, there we go. Okay, so we have... okay, we do not have enough bronze, and we do not have enough souls to be able to craft the Myrmidon sword. So obviously there you go. That's not going to happen anytime soon. However, you can also upgrade items if you want to. Personally, I think I'm actually going to upgrade the bronze sword. You can see here the pips. Do you see the... I can't actually mouse over that, but you can see underneath the word rare, we now have 2 pips on the line, and you can see how much you can upgrade a certain item. There are... What is that? Is that 10? 10 levels? 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, 10 levels. So there are 10 levels of every single item, and you can upgrade those however you so desire. That's actually really cool. Okay, so I'm basically just going to leave the shields as they are. It seems like there is a third option over here in the menus, but I cannot click on that at the moment, so I can assume that that is something else. Not entirely sure what. You can also buy your healing potions and things like that. Ah, yes, okay, so it seems like you can only hold 5 healing potions, but you can store up to 100. So it is as I expected, and there isn't just a reusable flask, for example, in Dark Souls, but there is a finite resource in the form of a healing potion, but it has a limit of how many you can hold. I mean, obviously, realistically, if you think about it, yeah, obviously a warrior is not going to literally be carrying around hundreds upon hundreds of potions and then just bring them out of his bag at any time and just go chug, chug, you know, that's not going to happen. But the point is, I think that that's a nice way of doing it, and yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that. Okay. So, yeah, otherwise, I'm perfectly happy to leave the forge. Should I talk to him? Yeah, you know what? No, I'm not going to talk to him. I'm just going to leave. And is that the end of the quest, by the way? I think that... Oh, should I literally go and talk to him? Okay, you know what? I'll go and talk to him just because maybe there's actually something that I need to do there. Maybe he gives us some information. Okay. Talk.
What are the latest rumors of this
Consider your advice. Have you ever noticed once you kill something, it will leave behind a fragment? Okay. Well, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I do understand. Are you serious, sir? Come on now. I've been killing enemies for at least half an hour, and I know about those things. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so we found the forge at least. So that is how you upgrade your upgrade your weapons and create new weapons and all that wonderful stuff. And it seems to me like I need to go a different route. Do I need to go a different route, or am I just... Wait, maybe I need to go this way. Ah, the skeleton... Are you serious right now? Oh dear. Okay, this is somewhat bad. Oh, no. Actually, he's super defensive. He's super defensive. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that now. I was thinking to myself, okay, wait, Skeleton King? A little bit worried about this guy, but no, it doesn't seem like I need to worry about him at all. Let's get him to just attack us. There we are. No! Oh, no. Okay, he actually hit. He actually hit. That was not particularly good. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal myself. Okay, I don't know how to beat this guy because he just summons ads all the time. I suppose what I can do is just bait out an attack and then try to do damage to him, but for me it seems like that might not work. Okay, that was some good damage. That was some really, really nice damage right there. Okay, so maybe what I just have to do is basically leave the ads alive, bait out an attack like now, and then attack him when he's defenseless. Okay, that did not appear to work. You know what? I'm going to lock onto him now. I'm going to lock onto him because there seems to be a bit of an issue with some of the targeting here when there are so many enemies that I can't really kill that easily, but there you go. Okay. Okay, he doesn't do that much damage as well, so I'm kind of happy about that. Okay, there's some... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Nice. Okay, good damage. Okay, I'm going to need to heal myself. Let's just eliminate these guys while I have the ability to do so. Yes. Okay, we got him in the back. Fantastic. Wow, that was really, really... that was actually pretty close, to be honest. That was pretty close. Okay. I don't think there's anything else around here, so I should probably be able to leave, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I should probably be able to leave, and I'm wondering whether... Have I completed the side quest now? That's the whole point. I actually have no idea. But you know what? I'm getting carried away because I'm very much enjoying my time with the game. And if you want to check it out for yourself, there is a link in the description. You can download the playtest for free, and you can play it just like I'm doing right here, which is, in my opinion, pretty fun. And I'm going to level up my vitality and... what else is there? Oh, vitality sounds pretty good right now, actually. I'm thinking maybe get some more. Just get some more vitality, and then maybe some endurance as well, because that's going to increase my stamina and the ability to use that, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, I think that's probably the end of the side quest, to be honest, so I'm probably going to end up leaving here. And yeah, so anyway, yeah, as I say, if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.